Food for thought. A message from the universe is a sign, synchronicity, or deep inner knowing that comes from a higher power. You may call this higher power the universe, God, source energy, or another name that resonates with you. Messages can often be signs of alignment or giving you reassurance to let you know that you're on the right path. Synchronicity is a concept first introduced by analytical psychologist Carl G. Jung to describe circumstances that appear meaningfully related yet lack a causal connection. Let me start by defining numerology. Numerology is the study of numbers, and numbers are the language of the universe. Each number gives off a unique vibration such as intuition, love, prosperity, and protection, and also its negative aspects. Numerology is similar to astrology. Well, do you ever seem to see repeating sequences of numbers over and over again, like 222 or 333? Or have you heard that seeing 1111 on the clock is a lucky sign to make a wish? It definitely feels like a strange coincidence when you see the same series of digits popping up everywhere you go. But seeing repeated numbers on the clock or elsewhere might actually mean that the universe is trying to tell you something. A sequence of repeating numbers that keeps popping up in your life could manifest in a variety of ways in order to get your attention. Maybe you always seem to look at the clock at 2:22. Then later in the same day, your takeout dinner totals out to $22.22. A few days later, you might notice that you're the 222nd person to like an Instagram post. While you might write these things off as a coincidence, there could be a greater meaning behind the numbers, especially if you find yourself questioning that potential meaning. When you start to consider these numbers, maybe direct messages from the divine, celestial force, the more you notice them. Whether it's 1111, 222, or 555. Repeating sequences of numbers are known as master numbers. In numerology, and seeing them over and over is a sign to pay attention to your mind, body, and soul. Some spiritualists also refer to them as angel numbers, which basically means the same thing, except that instead of the universe communicating with us, it's thought to be our guardian angels, serving as a guide. Whether you believe they're angels, the universe, or just your higher self calling to you, noticing the numbers is no accident. For example, let's say you have a dream about a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. The next day you get a text from him or her out of the blue at 11:11 a.m., which is definitely a synchronistic pattern. Instead of ignoring his or her text, you respond and make plans to have coffee with him or her because now you have placed more importance on his or her correspondence. This happens with numbers. If you see the number 1010 many times in a row, you will connect it with a synchronistic pattern. Now, whenever you see that number, you will stop and try to analyze the significance. This is the way to self-actualize. In an article from Psychology Today, they explain that seeing synchronicities and patterns is something that we evolved to notice for our survival. For example, noticing the feeding patterns of the lions to stay clear of their territory during their peak hunting hours. However, because we no longer need to notice patterns to survive physically, we place importance on it to survive spiritually. At the level of self-actualization, noticing synchronicities increasing in your life is a sign of spiritual survival and evolution, and is a spiritual phenomenon. The spirituality of seeing the same number all the time. Spirituality. Seeing the same number over and over again is a sign that you are going through a spiritual awakening. As you move up the pyramid of survival needs, your spiritual connection that has been sitting dormant is ready to blossom. At this stage, you are starting to connect the physical reality and your spiritual existence together by noticing the synchronicities all around you. They are meant to give you guidance and to help you move past life lessons. Messages through music. Yes, through songs. Can the universe communicate through songs? The universe can communicate through the songs we hear. You've probably had the experience of hearing a song that spoke to you or answered a question you have been asking. Well, now you know what is behind that. Next time you hear a song that seems to have extra meaning behind it, take that as a nod from the universe. Have you ever noticed a random song pop into your head? Or a certain song comes on the radio? Or overwhelming a certain set of lyrics from someone else's radio? Or hearing someone who passes by you singing a song? When these things are random and you feel a strong connection to the song you hear, it's probably something you should explore further. Pay attention to specific lyrics that you hear, as there can be a message in there for you. If it's a familiar song that seems to strongly express deep feelings and emotions to you regarding a situation you are going through, maybe your wedding song, or a song that reminds you of a vacation, or a song that you may not usually be thinking of, or it just pops in your head and the lyrics touches the bottom of your heart. Then interpret the meaning of the sign from that perspective. Have you ever noticed that you are seeing a particular name popping up out of nowhere? Probably your cousin's name, a family member that you have not contacted in a long time. And you are saying to yourself, what is up with that? It may just be a sign from the universe trying to tell you something. Pay close attention. It is important to note that we are the creators of our own lives, and we work with the universe as co-creators. The universe is there to help us and to give us the little nudges, to point us to the right direction when we are lost, when we get distracted, when we start veering off in the wrong direction. But we still have a responsibility to make things happen for ourselves. Seeing signs from the universe is believing in a higher power. It allows you to take the pressure off yourself from making everything happen for you. Remember to comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. Do you really think that we do get messages, signs from the universe through synchronicities, through numbers, through songs? What are your thoughts? Please remember to thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. It's really appreciated and it helps the video to circulate. Please remember to turn on your notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Please share. And thank you again for joining me. See you next time. Bye.